Thank you for joining Lady Cece's World, where we engage, educate, and elevate you to be your absolute authentic self from the inside out. I am your host, your girl, Lady Cece, and welcome. Today, I want to talk to you just for a little bit about letting your creative work be your inner playmate. That's what I said. Let your creative work be your inner playmate. Now, I know you're saying, what do you mean? Well, the phrase let your creative work be your inner playmate really just suggests approaching creative endeavors in your life with a sense of joy, spontaneity, and exploration akin to the way children engage in play. Visualize that, how children engage in play. You see, it encourages individuals to embrace creativity as a form of enjoyable self expression and discovery. And I love that rather than something so rigid or overly structured. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but I like to be pretty much footloose and fancy free. I like structure in its place, but I love creativity. I absolutely love it. See, by viewing creative work as a playmate, the implication really is that it can be a source of inspiration, of fun, or imaginative freedom. And this perspective really can help you tap into your inner creativity more freely and authentically. And what it does, it fosters a spirit of curiosity and enjoyment in your creative pursuits. So, again, think about like a kid. I love little people. That's what I call them, little people, because they are free. They are creative. They explore, they discover, they try new things, and all of that. And I think it's beautiful. And that's why I often say that we ought to be childlike and not childish. When is the last time you just did something for the fun of it that you did when you were younger, when you were little? Now, I used to love and still do family game night, Monopoly, Operation Clue. You sank my battleship. Uh, what are some others? Uno. The Game of Life was one of my favorites. Trouble, Sorry, card games, Old Maid, I Declare War. Did those things as a kid, and I loved them. And it brought us all together. We didn't take things so seriously, and we laughed even when we lost, and those kinds of things. But the other things we did was I was an actress when I started acting when I was little. I love it. Love being able to be somebody else, and it's okay, right? But I loved what it allowed me to do. It allowed me to tap into different parts of me to be someone else and bring them to the forefront. Or what about art? Paints and paintbrushes and pencils and let me be honest, that's not my forte. I love it. I love my niece. I have a niece who is magnificent in her art. Jocelyn Sabre, beautiful artwork, stunning. I'm so proud of her. But her auntie can't do that. Ain't even trying to do it. But what I did love to do was color as a kid. And I love to still color now. I have coloring books. That's a way for me to decompress and de stress and still keep my creativity flowing. Or scrapbooking, or crocheting, those creative hobbies. People that do woodwork and carpentry, things with their hands. Do you do any of those kind of things? Because if you do, you're allowing that creative work to be your inner playmate. And the beautiful thing about that is you don't need anybody else to do those things. You can do them if you're in a group or not. And that's the beautiful thing. You can do them alone or you can share those moments with other people. But you're not taking yourself so seriously. You are doing it for the enjoyment or your imagination? Are you a cartoon creator or a gamer? Or do you love virtual reality like I do? Because you can step into a world and escape for a moment. Yeah, you can't stay there, yo. You can't stay there. But it gives you moments to discover or rediscover. Or are you a musician? Do you play instruments? Anything, sculptors, anything you can do to create that allows you to simply express yourself and discover new and amazing things in this world. Like botanical gardens with flowers and butterflies are all over the place, but it's magnificence and its beauty. Somebody created the landscapes that we see. Those landscapers that come to people's houses, phenomenal. Or the architecture. I love great architecture. Absolutely love looking at great, beautifully crafted buildings. But somebody created it in their mind first before it became a reality. So, what might you be afraid of creating? Don't worry about whether or not somebody else will like it. You're creating for you. You're creating for your enjoyment. You're creating to express yourself. You're creating out of curiosity. And that's what kids do, children do. Like, how can I do that? Can I build this? Legos is a big thing now. And it was big when I was getting, but it's real big now. They're making some amazing things with Legos. And their Lego competitions and all of that. But that's them allowing that creative work, to be their inner playmate. And they're not worrying about failing or getting it wrong. There's a saying that says done is better than perfect. And I had to learn that. I really, really did. I'm on the perfectionist side. I want things to be perfect, perfect, perfect. But sometimes that hinders you from just being, from living, from doing, and showing up every day authentically as God created you to show up. Not worrying about what somebody else is thinking or feeling or doing, or it doesn't matter. What matters is, are you allowing creativity, allowing that to be your inner playmate? And just laugh at yourself. Some of you take yourself too seriously. Not that deep, I promise you. I laugh at myself all the time because we're human. Stop putting unnecessary pressure on yourself. Now, I'm not saying give yourself excuses because we can do that too. But what I'm saying is imagine again, dream again, believe again, enjoy your life. And the best way to do that is just to be it, to live it, to walk in it, to do it, to love it. And if something's not right, you can always go back to the drawing board to fix it. So think about that the next time you are too serious about something. Look at a child. Roll around in the grass, go running at the park or walking at the park, jump in the water fountain. If it's legal, y'all, because some places it's not legal. But sit and create. Do you create words, songs, poetry, an iambic pentameter? Be creative. Allow yourself just to be, to create and see what you come up with. Is it a t-shirt design? Is it salt art? Is it string art? Is it paintings? Is it portraits? Is it photography? whatever it is that you love, that you can create something that you can enjoy, that you can share with others, you just might be able to monetize that, baby. So that's all I have for you tonight. Please remember, be childlike, dream, be creative, enjoy your life. Remember to be real, be true, be authentic, and be you, because you're certainly more than enough. This has been Lady CC's World, where we engage, educate, and elevate you to be your absolute authentic self from the inside out. Guess what? I love you, and there's absolutely nothing